problem that I'm going to have is that as this starts to drop back, my shoulders are now behind my butt, so I can't receive that impact. What's going to end up happening is as he hits me, we're going to the ground, just like we did yesterday. He's going to end up in a point of domination. If we're sitting here and he's fighting over my muzzle and he's driving me back and I come back and I go to the ground, now I'm fighting from a negative position and he's got a hold of my muzzle. So I'm not a real big fan of that. So one thing that I want to be able to do is as we're squaring up, this guy charges in on me, boom, I'm coming in here, and you'll see that my butt is forward of my heels, my shoulders are forward of my butt, all right? So what I'm doing is I'm receiving the impact up here, and it's being redistributed back down into my feet and back down into the ground. If this guy is physically bigger than me, Griff, let me teach you. If I have a guy that's bigger than me who's pushing on me, what I'm not going to do is try and fight and then he collapses me back and then I'm falling back again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let him drive me back, but I'm going to keep my frame. My frame stays in that forward positive lean. Basically what I'm doing is I'm building a triangle or a truss so that any kind of force that I receive, even if the guy is bigger than me, it's still going back down on the ground. But what he's not going to do is break down my posture. So as we're sitting here, I got to be able to defend off whatever I'm doing with this hand. So as he comes in, this comes in here, I'm on the gun here. As he continues driving in, I can step back. But my mindset is to always maintain that positive lean such that if I can drive him and get him behind his hips, then great. But if the guy's bigger than me and he's stronger, what I don't want is I don't want to end up on the ground. Like we talked about last night, taking away a guy's mobility and taking that fight to the ground in jiu-jitsu is something that we do when it's to our advantage, not just because that's the only way that we know how to fight. And anybody who kind of looks at jiu-jitsu that way is not really looking at it from an actual practical application perspective. They're looking more for competition. Competition guys get in there, they grab, they go to the ground. Or the whole jump guard thing. They get in, they jump guard. Why? Because they're just trying to get the fight started on the ground. In reality, I don't want to go to the ground until I want to go to the ground. So I want to basically be able to assert my frame and then from there build from that. So